I need to process what I just watched.
Game over.
It is 12:16 in the a.m. where we're recording this. Because I just finished watching Saw, and boy, is that an experience. Directed by the same guy who directed Aquaman. These two films are nothing alike. Which one I think is better? Yes. Okay, so I like knew the general concept. It was like about a guy in like a wheelchair, like a mask guy with like red circles, and then he put people who are like ungrateful or lie or deceive, not very good people, in like rooms to test them. That's all I really knew. I didn't know anything of the plots of the films, of like each film in general. But oh wow, this one is I just got done watching it, so I need time to process it. But yeah, this is a good horror film. I don't think it's much of a horror, more of like a thriller. Yeah, I think it's more of a thriller, but yeah, it's definitely a horror. I don't care. Spoilers. Spoiler warning. Go watch it. I highly recommend it, and then come back. Yeah. I don't think it gets as much as it deserves. As like the Rotten Tomatoes, it has 50%, but I don't think that's a great good score for that one. It deserves higher. Okay, one thing that I did not particularly get is before get Carrie Lewis, I think that's his name. Like this guy right here. Before he cut off his own foot, he was trying to reach the phone. Why couldn't he have just like taken off his shirt, like thrown it at the phone, and then like bring it to him? Why couldn't he have done that? That's the one thing that bugs me. Besides that, it's very enjoyable. It reminded me of Fast and the Furious. Yes, I know, very different films. Oh, wait a minute. I upgraded from all like the stuff from there to up there. So yeah, Fast and the Furious. Um, yeah. That's I don't know why I said that. It reminded me because of the editing of how like like how it was like that. I I was not that I could not process what I was watching. So I'm like, okay, I can watch the Michael Bay films of Transformers and know what's going on. These ones, I know what's going on. I just need like a little time to process. If you cannot handle the Michael Bay ones, I don't know how you're gonna handle Saw or the Fast and the Furious. But yeah, if you can handle the Michael Bay ones, this one is gonna go throw you off like a little bit because yeah, it's very dynamic on how the camera moves. The music at the end when John Kramer, I think, I was not expecting that. I knew I'm gonna call him Finch because that's how I saw him in Person of Interest. That's his name now for me. I knew he wasn't like the main good. I thought it was gonna be John Kramer who was like the bad guy, the bad Saw of the movie. Like he put the people in the room, but I'm like, oh no, that's not John Kramer. That's Zep. That's his name in the movie. And then I'm like, oh, then it's Zep. And then he dies. I'm like, okay, oh, that's a fast end to a Saw. And then John Kramer, the guy who was in the body, the dead guy, that's John Kramer. That actually took a twist for me. I did not know. No, I didn't know that. So when he was like, that caught me off guard. One thing I wish they could have showed is like the foot, like the actual foot that they cut off. I'm not that flexible. Okay. No, I can't. The foot. I wish they could have shown that. Like, yeah, I wish they could have shown like the foot, but I guess we're not getting that. But it showed him cutting it off, so yeah, I'm happy. The final shot of the movie when the guy was like, "No, no," and then John Kramer is like, "Game over," and then it cuts to black, and then when it shows directed by James Wan, and still the guy is still screaming. That little detail I liked a lot. That that is a great ending, and the music, that music was amazing. I want to know what that music is now because that was good. I love a good movie with a good twist. This when the guy like I said, the guy was like, "Grr." Yes, I highly recommend Saw. I didn't know the plot of the movies like I said, but so I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I knew like the general concept, so I knew who was like John Kramer. I knew he was Saw. But yeah, I'm glad I don't know the plot of the movies because they are twists and turnsy. So I highly recommend Saw. Go watch it. It's it's actually it surprised me a lot. So yeah, I do like it a lot.
I, but not you. Not anymore. Game over.
I bet the guy was like, when no Zep when he like came in here, he's like, oh, you actually took it off. I don't know why. I just think it was in his mind. It's like, oh wow, yeah.